Hey, hey, this is the boat doctor. Hey, 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 hey. Anyway, out here in this 2020 172 Osprey with the 115, they turned 6,300. That's the way to go, man. You got some power. Minimum probably about 42 up to 46, depending on the current. The current was doing 3 miles an hour. 6-person 850, 150 max, and there is no way you need a 150 on this boat. It takes about 2 seconds to plane. You got 3/4 of fuel. I'm putting non-ethanol 12 gallons in here. Also, your speedometer, I better recheck that. I didn't check that. I was going off of this 14 volts 12. Like when your key is off, the horn works. Live well, I'm filling that up with water, just to see if it leaks, and that works. And then you got a recirculatory. You, boom, hit that. Bilge pump works. Nav lights work. You can see all the lights coming on. And that light is on. You turn that off. See all the lights go off. 12 volt power point. You got a 70. Oh god, I thought it was 7-inch CV clear view, they call it. Doesn't have built-in base maps. It does have tracking and depth contour. You can record. If you go back, this arrow right here will give you into your menus. I already set all your settings up. So now if I wanted to go into just a traditional, you hit it, then you hit the check for okay. This is still really good. You can see like you got a lot of bait fish going around here. So see where this fish is right here? So this is actually pretty good. Put your line down there. You're about 10 feet of water. You got one here about 25, same thing. You see a cluster like that, it's typically herring or krill or whatever you want to call it. You got your feet, you got your temperature, 57, still a little warm. For salmon, 280, you got your speed, volts, and time of day. Then you just go back, that goes into home. You go to clear view, you hit that. I put that on high. You can put it down to 855 kilohertz. Yeah, maybe in the bay you can go down to 455. They say it can ruin it, I don't know. 855 just seems like it picks up a lot clearer, more definition. So you can see here, and then you can see a lot more here. I can see it. Put it on the compass tape, so then you go back to home. Then you got your whole standard flasher. It tells your feet. Like I say, some people like using that. I got the A-scope set up. Split screen. Then you can go down in here, like hit OK. There's your clear view, which is kind of nice. You can compare the two, and you can go in on your gains and stuff. And A-scope. Of course, what that is like, say, you see these colors right here. Oh, boom! That is probably a seal. You see the fish up on top? That could be herring, but as big as that is, that's living, whatever it is. I'll keep my eyes out for a seal. Normally bait's just a big round pocket. So anyway, like I say, if it's any of these colors here and you see it up here and there's right after that, you see it's living. It's not air, bladders, air, kelp bulbs, pop bottles, milk jugs, whatever. Okay. That was your live well. You got a fish box in there. They need to clean that out. I don't see any leaks so far. Everything runs good on this. So here's what we'll do now is we'll show you, this is troll mode. So then basically I'll kick her back into here, of course shut her off. And then when I'm running, I'll just go ahead and turn this thing back into here. And this is your quick draw, and you can have all three if you like. If you go over here, just hit this one here, and that still gives you everything you need to know. There's your GPS, and there's your traditional, and then there's your down view. So that way you got your A-scope over here as well. So I can keep an eye on that. So remember, if it's like this, it will not start. It's got to go click, because if you go like this, and you go to turn that key, oh my God, nothing happened. What the heck is the deal? Bring her back, fire it up. Okay, safety lanyard. That there, you pull that out. Boom, kills her. So if it's really rough out, really rough, you can do that to your belt buckle or attach it to a carabiner or whatever. So anyway, if that's out, it'll just crank and out start. And of course, if you pull that out there, you turn the key. Let me see. There, hear that buzz? If you hear that when you try to crank that over, I guarantee you forgot your safety lanyard. So just stop right there. The only other time that buzzer is going to go off is if you're low oil or water. And if that does, you're going to hear it's going to be on your gauge over here for one thing. You will have like a water indicator or oil indicator or so on. So to start with, okay, then if it beeps, then you can look on that and okay, you look back there, it's peeing water, it took the cowling off, it got oil, okay, that's fine, cool. Now if it goes into a reduction gear, about 2200, I'll show you that. I'll just turn the key on, fire it up, boom. Okay, it's going through the checklist. That's just what I was telling you about. Okay, and I'll show you this here too. Just put it in gear, just pop it like that. Then what you do is you hit this. This is a 6x8 round gauge. So what you do is you just hit this for 1 second where the T pops up, pull over here to the mode button until it says troll, wait for it to go that, and then you hit the mode button, that goes up. See how it went up to 50? I can go down to about 600 RPM. Wow. Then you hit that, then go up to 700, 750. So that's your RPM. So we're going a little bit faster, you can see. We're almost up to a mile an hour now. We're going to go up to 900 against the current 1.25. We'll go up to this goes up to 1,000 RPM variance. So that picked us up to almost 2 miles an hour. It's 171178182, and that's against the current. Then if you do forget for some reason, you can hit the throttle. Boom! It's just going to bypass it. The T's going to come up. If you don't want that on, I normally just push the idle all the way down to where about 650, and then you just hit this, hit the mode, hit the T, where that T pops up, hit the mode button, and then that should not come back on again. And then mode just switches in between the battery level. Okay, so there's your T. So I want to hold the set button until that T goes away, and there's your hours. There's your 10. Okay, so when we hit it, hang on to your britches. 1001, see, 2 seconds and it planes. And we're going against the current. Right there's about planing speed. So about 20 miles an hour going this way. Cruising speed, just start trimming it up. Just listen to the, right there's lugging a little, not bad. Right there. That's about 4,300, 27 miles an hour. Okay, so then you hit it. Start trimming. 6,100, 41 miles an hour, 6,300, 42 miles an hour. Trim down on a turn. This turn's nice. Trim her down, and just so you know, I'm not hurting the motor, okay? When these are at the factory, they run them for 2 hours before they ship them to a dealer, okay? We get them, we put them on, we fire them up, let them idle. I take to the water, I idle around and check everything. Then I gradually go through all my tests. So about that, I've probably got 45 minutes on it to an hour. You're going to have to open it wide open to see if the pitching's right, and they know that. So it's not hurting the motor. After, just don't troll with this motor for another about an hour and a half to 2 hours, like at this. If you have to get it up a channel, great, but if not, try to vary your throttles, like go like right here. Just out of a plane, maybe 2,600. Do that for about maybe 5 minutes, 8 minutes. Then bring her up on a plane like this, about 3,400, about 5 to 8 minutes, and then bring her up to about 4,500, like that for 5 to 8 minutes, and then go to 3/4, 5 to 8 minutes. Full throttle about 2 minutes. Then work your way back down. By then you should be broke in. Okay, boat doctor, we're in at 172. Beautiful boat. Seems like everything's working. Yippee-ki-yay. Boat doctor out.